Hey, it's Bill coming at you from Santa Monica, California. Uh, I'm doing these afternoon and then evening ones. Sometimes I squeeze a morning one in. This morning was an interesting morning, and I'll 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 go right into it so I don't forget it. I have a bunch of things happen to me this morning, and hope I can get it all in there. But so my morning, like I, I thoroughly believe in karma, and I'll tell you this story, and it'll tell you more and more why I believe in karma. There's no particular reason today, but I did, for whatever reason. I usually like to be up and cleaned up out of my where I sleep. Um, Usually by 8, no later than, and only because, and I always clean up. That's why I don't have any problems. Uh, I've been doing this for 6 years now, so you learn. And I'm to the point where, the neighbors make dinner and bring me stuff, and uh, they're just such, all of the neighborhood. I don't remember people's names very well, and so it's never. I always just say hi. It'll take me years. uh, well, I say it like that. It would. That's a long story. I Please get right back to it, Bill. So what was I talking about? So yes, I ended up getting to the park late. Really late for me. And and it was actually, it's just an accident, so it doesn't matter. And so I'll go in and I'm using the bathroom, and like I said, Santa Monica, it's the only city that I've ever been in. I'm sure in this area there might be more cities like it. I'm sure Beverly Hills is, and probably Malibu is. I'm sure there's places like that. I can't say for certain, but I'm sure. I know in Beverly Hills the buses are, or at least the one I was on was. But anyway, all of Santa Monica is. Why was I telling you that? Oh, back to my story. I don't know why I was telling you that. But so that's why I was downloading my, it's faster to download my videos when I get to the library. The library is the same park. And so that's one of the things. Well, I'm gonna do my thing. And it's not a gross story, it's just part of my life. My bathroom, well, my bowel movement is literally just once a day. I can make it whenever I want it to be, so I do it. I have mine for the morning. It's easy. It's also, like I told you, I have to make a program, more or less a pattern for almost everything like that. And so it's perfect. I remember to brush my teeth and, my morning routine, it's just easy. And then after that, I don't have to think about it again. I know it's done. And there's a lot of things like that are very convenient it takes a while for me to train myself to do it, but when it's like that, then stuff that you might forget, it's done. It's done. I don't have to do a thing. And even if being out here, I had to make adjustments for having to move. So I remember all of that. So I mean, I literally, when I finally decide I think I'm gonna buy a house here. I do enjoy it here that much, and for me to say that is a big thing. So I don't know where yet, but I know my last house is gonna be on the ocean, and so I got a lot of money to make, but I'm in the right place. Let me just say that. So, oh yes, back to my story. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep this going straight. And hold on, somebody's coming.
Who got the Chris?
Not me. And somebody to looking to score. Where was I at? Those are the kinds of things that really slow my head down. Where was it? Oh, the park. Okay, give me a second. I gotta let these cars by anyway. I can catch up on my head. So, I don't know if I told you I was there or not, but anyway, I'm gonna start at calling the police. So I call 911. This guy was in, maybe I didn't tell you that part. So I'm in my stall doing my thing. It usually takes a few minutes for me because I do a lot of other little things. And there's a screen overhead. I can hear everything. And the guy, excuse me, I'm sorry. My guy in the stall I think is in the stall next to me is just the way he's talking. He's not right. And so I'm not really thinking too much about it yet, because the way he's talking, you'd think he was talking to, somebody somewhere on the other side or something. But I don't hear anyone talking back. So I finished doing what I got to do, because I'm interested now, but not real concerned. But this is going on for at least 4 or 5 minutes now. So, and I always use the handicap, not because I am, because I always got my bag and my bike. So, sometimes I have to wait, but I know somebody else has to wait too. So I'm fair. That's how I'll put it. I'm gonna do what I have to do because I waited. But I'm going to do as fast as I can, and sometimes that is a little slower because I have to make sure that I remember to do everything. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but anyway, that's why I use the handicap stall. And so anyway, today I'm hearing all of this. So by the time I get my bag and my bike out, because that's where I go to brush my teeth, and I let the next people in. Whether there's people or not, that's my routine, and I'm not changing it. And so I always do the same thing. I can balance my bike against the wall, and I balance my backpack against my bike, and it's close enough I can see it. And it's right around the corner from where I'm going to sit until I download all of the stuff I usually download for YouTube. That's my routine. Never changes. And I'm sorry, I'm waiting for people to come because I'm getting to this part. So now I call the 911, and I get the operator on the end of the line, and hold on, somebody's kind of come and sit next to me. I'm making a film. Do you mind walking a little bit?
Yeah.
Why don't you go? Yeah, check on the pizza for you. Thank you, man. Sorry. Yes. So where was I? Did I call the police? I don't know if I covered this, so I'm gonna start with getting the operator on the line. And so I told her. I said, you know, they say, what's the emergency? And I'm lucky, I remembered, I don't even know why, but I remembered Virginia Park is the name of the park. And probably just screwed myself, but I don't care. What did I guess so I told them where the emergency's at. I forget the order, but it's not important. They ask you a question first, where you're at, I think, which is what I just said. What's the emergency? So I told her, I said, there's a guy in I said, the men's stall. And I said, he's not making any sense. And I can't remember exactly how I worded everything, but it doesn't really matter. She's got it, I'm sure, on tape. And, yeah, this story goes there. And, so, hold on. What was they telling you? I don't know what I was just describing, but I can get back to the story, I think. Why I do these, because I forget it otherwise. So dispatcher, let me see if it'll come back to me if I start to remember what I said. So dispatcher's talking to me, and I'm describing to her how this person's acting. And yeah, so I didn't get, that's a good spot to start because I didn't cover this part or anything. But hold on. A friend of mine's coming, that'll take a second. Oh no, not my friend. Okay. So dispatcher. So she starts asking me all of these questions, like I'm a medical doctor or something like that. And believe me, I'm sure I could figure out the answer, but you've seen how long it takes for me to remember, you know, those aren't the kinds of questions to be asking this person. And you know, all I'm doing is trying to notify somebody that this issue is going on. And that finally quiet. Let me see, I can always get back to this part, I think. So she starts asking me all of these medical questions, like I'm a doctor. And oh, that's where I was at. And I'm like, how you doing today? Have a good day, hon. And medical questions. I said all that. Medical questions. Said that. Well, I just started talking the story and it'll all come quicker if I stop messing around. Medical question. What did I ask? Medical question. Oh, and I said I'm not the doctor here. I said all I'm doing is my part. And I hung up. Wow, and I don't know what more I kept saying because it takes, if the screen's back, I can't find the off button. It takes, I don't know what else is on that 911 tape, but I know that's enough. And the next part gets worse. And I'm like shaking my head. And